Okay. Yo.
Yo, is another wonderful, well, where I am, rainy Sunday morning. As always, I'm your boy Prime. Source was good.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good this morning, man. Trying to work through these technical difficulties. I don't think Verizon trying to let me be great today. I assume that's what it is. But I know it's weather out here too, so I don't know how much that has anything to do with it. But you know,
Yeah, that's how my joint was acting earlier, actually. That it was not letting Apple Music, like, I hit the button for Apple Music, and then it would take like 3 seconds, then
oh
play a
for real.
song. Hit the button again. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear they're having some issues even further south of us too, though, as far as the weather. So I might have something to do with it, bro.
Yeah, no, I think I talked to somebody earlier about their weather in Miami. They said they're about to get hit, or they might be getting hit now. So yeah, kind of wild out in the streets.
I heard that. I heard that. But it is. But I'm gonna be in here. So I don't plan on having to leave. I don't think.
You got you got
Yeah,
plans. You got
I got
plans.
plans today. I got plans today. Now just don't take my electricity, Lord. Please don't take my electricity.
Amen. Amen.
It's a lot of things going on, man. Yeah. Good morning, everybody who's checking in. And Andre, what's going on, my man? Hope you're good this morning. Um, Hope you were up on too many of them Stellas last. I know you've been on that Stella binge lately. Or at least you were the other night. So I hope you're good. Ricky, what's up, man? No doubt.
Ricky Chavis?
Nah, Ricky Whitfield.
Ricky Whitfield, what's up?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, Rick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, man. Congrats, man, on Isaiah signing with Kansas City, I believe, man. So
Oh yeah?
I think he's going to do big things. Yes, sir.
That's dope.
Yeah, no doubt.
Congratulations.
It's my guy. Skyhawk Nation, the whole nine.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna try to fight through. These trials and tribulations, and we apologize if the stream get a little glitchy, but some things going on. But we're gonna try to push on through, and hope y'all enjoy us. Feel free to chime in the comment box if you have anything, um, anything that you want to share, any comments on anything that we were talking about today. And so let's get to it, man. So source.
Yo.
Lamar Jackson got paid 5-year extension, $260 million. The man got 185 guaranteed. What you think about that?
Yeah. That's what I think about that. Get your money, man. Everybody had so much to say about everything. Play and health and deserving and being his own agent and all that type stuff. Look at me now. Look at me now. Yeah.
As paid. As paid. You know, ain't a woman alive that can take my mama's place. The man got his mom's agent, bro. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Yo, that might signal bad times for some of these agents out here, man. The Shark and all these guys, because some of these guys like, wait a minute. My mama got a degree. My mama got business. My mama ran. You know what? I don't need no agent. Next thing you know, the agent's gonna be out here hollering about things ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about it all the time. Like, unfortunate things, people getting put out of work. We got all these self checkout lines, and they got
Yeah.
daggone drones delivering pizzas now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll mess around and we ain't gonna have too many agents here because everybody gonna get their mama or their auntie to do their contract.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Long as I know what they're doing, it's all that matters. And I saw somebody say something to the effect of, see, that's why you got to keep it in family. And at first, when I saw it, I was like you can't be out here taking one example and being like, oh, see, you got to keep it in family, because everybody family don't know. Everybody do what Lamar he has done, he has created. So you can't just use that example. But I get it. I get it. Deal with people to you as opposed to people that want to make.
Yeah, man, Lamar. I know there's been questions about his health. He played like each 11 games in each of the last 2 seasons. It was crazy though; they still made the playoffs last year with them missing the 11 games. But yeah, he's coming back. I think his record and has already has warranted that money. It's 45-16 as a starter. And now we about to see how get out here and see what they're gonna do. Because you think about it, they ended the season, they're missing all those games. They ended the season 10-7 last year, 6th seed in the playoffs, and they played Cincinnati tight. They lost to Cincinnati by a touchdown without this man behind center. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Lamar's in there, man. Lamar is in there to add to that beast list of quarterbacks all over the AFC, man.
Love it. Yeah.
That is crazy. So, yeah, me and our guy Alan Sanders, we was having a discussion, a friendly discussion, a disagreement on the Ravens, their draft strategy. So we went in the group, and I put that I said I think if Bijan Robinson is there when at 22, which I really didn't think he was going to be there, but you never know. That I said they should go after him. And Alan was like, man, all them points they gave up to Miami, they need to go defense. And I'm like, yo, you investing this much money in Lamar Jackson, you need to make sure that he is properly taken care of. Because we've always talked about their deficiency they've had at wide receiver. And some of their players on their team took offense to people talking about it. But if it's true, it's true. Right? So you went and got OBJ. You signed OBJ. You already got Mark Andrews. My thing was like, hey, go ahead and get a stud running back. It didn't work out that way, but they went offense anyway. They went and got Zay Flowers. And anybody who follows college football, Zay Flowers is a baller. To me, easily one of the top 2 wide receivers in this year's draft. So they are investing in Lamar Jackson. I felt that was the right thing to do because even though the Ravens are giving up some points in some games, it's not like they're horrible. There's some things that can be fixed later on in the draft, and they did address a couple of those.
You mentioned Miami earlier, I believe. You look at the way that Miami had set Tua up for success last offseason, and they put up numbers on a regular basis. When they were healthy, they put up numbers on a regular basis, easy, with 2 receivers going over 1,000. I mean, I don't remember how many yards they had for real, but way over 1,000 apiece, and they had a lot of catches. So they definitely were able to do that. Why can't Miami? Why can't Baltimore do something similar with the former MVP?
Yeah, no doubt. Everett, what's good? Yeah, we're gonna definitely hit on some more of that draft here in a second. Caesar, good morning. He's already off the chain today. If you check the comments, but good morning to you anyway, sir. But you'll never be my draft person I go through for draft analogy because Caesar was all over the place. I'm gonna talk about some of those in a little bit. Caesar don't understand team needs or what teams want to do. But another gentleman, man, that is we saw a move that finally got done that we've been waiting on, and we mentioned it before. Of course, when Aaron Rodgers is finally officially a New York Jet. And we knew it was coming. People were starting to get antsy. And I said, look, right around draft time, just before, or maybe even right after the draft, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. He said he wanted to be there. The Jets said it was going to happen. So Aaron Rodgers is there. And someone posed a question in the group. I can't remember who it was. Are they a playoff team? And I said, yes. I said it a couple of weeks ago when it was announced. That's who he wanted to play for a few weeks ago. It's more than a couple. The team that finished 7-10 last year in a very competitive division. I absolutely believe this is a playoff team next year.
Yeah, I don't think Aaron Rodgers was going there without there being the possibility or even the opportunity in his mind, at the very least, to contend for a Super Bowl. Whether they are a Super Bowl team or not, that remains to be seen. But I don't think Aaron Rodgers would have made that move without that idea in his head. Because, think about veteran quarterbacks, or not even veteran quarterbacks, multiple time MVP quarterbacks that move. They ain't just going somewhere else just to hang out. They ain't just going there they ain't Michael Jordan, that thing, or they ain't Was it who went to name it? Name Joe name it that thing. They trying to get a ring. Peyton Manning. You saw Peyton Manning do that as well. So yeah, I don't think he's just moving just to be moving. Like why would he do that?
Yeah, 7-10 last year. They finished at the bottom of the division. Of course, the Bills won it at 13-3. But the Dolphins were only 9-8, and we knew some of the things that happened there. The Pats were 8-9, and the Jets are 7-10. Barring major injury, this team won in minimum 10 games. I mean, you can go ahead and record this, screenshot it, whatever. I said it. Go ahead and put it away, save it on your phone so you can come back and tag me in it when I'm wrong. But barring major injury, I'm not wrong. It's going to happen. They're going to win at least 10 games, and they're going to be in the playoffs next year. I mean, this division could possibly get 3 teams in.
You know what I saw that I thought was funny? People that were like, "Oh man, Aaron Rodgers is washed up. Are then you getting old Aaron Rodgers?" But I'm like, this man is one season removed from back-to-back MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
I get he's older and it's been a year, but relax, because y'all was saying the same thing about Tom Brady, and you see how that turned out.
Egg on their face. Yep, it's easy. Right? Yeah, they got players on offense. They get Brees Hall back. Hopefully he's healthy enough. I still expect him to make maybe another signing in the backfield, possibly. You got receivers. You added receivers. You got a coach that he's familiar with. The defense at times can be studly, especially if you're trying to run up the middle or throw that ball to the outside. You got a problem. And this team is legit. I'm not going to say they're going to win the Super Bowl. He says though that trophy case needs some work or something like that. So he came there and he noticed that last trophy they got, which was, I know it's dusty as all outdoors. So he's trying to add to it. So he's going to contend. I see somebody got 11-6 in here. Yeah, 11-6, 10-7. I don't know. This is going to be a playoff team next year. Go ahead and book that. But it got me thinking about something. Got me thinking about something, Source. So Caesar had a question up here that said, is Lamar the best player in the league? I'm not gonna go that far, Caesar, but it kind of sparked something, right?
It did. What did it spark? Please let me know.
I don't know if anybody's looked at this yet or thought about it. The West is unfairly, I didn't say it's unfair. It's just ridiculous at the amount of talent that they have now at quarterback with this guy going up there. I mean, the whole AFC. I'm sorry, the whole AFC. Let's look at these quarterbacks: Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Okay, we have Aaron Rodgers. We got Lamar Jackson. I mean, we got tons of quarterbacks. You got Herbert. Like, you got quarterbacks galore. So, no, Caesar, he's not the best player in the league. But if you want to argue that he's the most dynamic player when it comes to, athletic ability, what he can do, what he brings to the table, you can argue that for sure. But we named all those stud quarterbacks over there. So, have you had time to look at what's left in the NFC?
No, man, I barely pay attention to the draft because it's 4 months before we really care for real. But no, I haven't.
All right, so check this out. I named all those quarterbacks, which everybody knows, all beasts, right?
You didn't even say Russell Wilson.
Huh?
I said you didn't even say Russell Wilson, but I get it. I
wasn't trying to throw no shade at Russ, but I mean, come on, All right, so
one season. We're gonna see.
So check this out, right? Whose source? So if we go down to NFC right now, right? Somebody in the comments tell me who the best quarterback in the NFC is. I mean, somebody put in the comments who the best quarterback in the NFC while we go through this, because this is crazy. So, Drake, no drop, Andre. I didn't mention Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had a heck of a season for Jacksonville, if we're talking AFC, so no doubt. And I give him that mention, and I think he's going to ball out even more this year because he got an extra weapon over there. Somebody has here Hurts, I guess, right? Now, if we're talking the one season thing like you just mentioned, I mean, that's a valid argument. That's a valid statement. Hurts could actually be the best quarterback in the NFC. But think about everyone I just named, and then let's go down some of these quarterbacks in the NFC.
Oh, you about to list the quarterback? Okay, do this.
I'm gonna list some.
Let's say one, and then say the second one, and let's just pick. Go to the next one.
All right. So you want to go? Well, I'm going.
No, you got it. You got it.
All right. So I'm gonna ride with the Hurts thing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna list them.
You mean list them? Okay. I can do that. So I'm just gonna list quarterbacks to the best of what I can think of. So we got Hurts, we got Dak. Well, everybody's down on Dak, rightfully so. But let's be real. When you look at the rest of these quarterbacks, Daniel Jones. Somebody say, as we said, Kirk Cousins.
Fair.
Stafford. We think Stafford's gonna play this year.
Hurts.
Derek Carr.
Hurts.
Kyler Murray.
Hurts.
Justin Fields.
Hurts.
We guess it's going to be Ritter in Atlanta.
Hurts.
CJ Stroud.
Hurts.
I didn't hear you. So you took Hurts over Dak, though, right?
Yeah. But I get it. I mean, but if somebody said Dak, I'm not going to have a fit.
All right. Purdy.
Hurts. Hey, look, you said one season for Hurts. What'd you do? 5 games for Purdy? What we doing?
That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. But do you see? Look, and I'm forgetting one or two. But do you see what I'm getting at here? Look at the disparity between the two conferences. It's big. It's not like, okay, we can, because if we went quarterback for quarterback and we went back and forth, AFC to NFC, this thing be over quick, bro. It's not even close.
Oh, absolutely. Agreed. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
And I ain't even named the Commanders quarterback. So I'm just saying, it's not even, it's like this thing is unfair. It's not even close, bro. AFC is like the beast conference when it comes to quarterbacks.
Agreed. It's crazy, actually, because that was easily a strong 6. I don't think you mentioned, but like 6 in the AFC.
Who put that in there? Dak would be the worst. Oh,
you know who put it.
Dak would be the worst quarterback if he was in the AFC. Well, he wouldn't be high on that list, but he ain't gonna be at the very bottom either. So let's be clear. But he gonna have a hard time scraping. He definitely ain't gonna be top 5.
Nah.
He probably fit in that in that 7 or 8 mark, maybe for me. If I was going AFC, I'd think, but he's definitely not top 5. It ain't even a question in the AFC. We ain't even got a debate. It's not even close. He's not even close. What else we got? But that's gonna be crazy. But let's do this real quick, though. Let's do this then. Since there was some question, not so much today, but there's some question in the group about the Jets, right? Let's pick this. This is their schedule right here, bro. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets quest for the playoffs.
Okay.
Now, I can already see, you already know, you can pick probably 4 of these games that you already know. That's Sunday night football, Monday night football. At the worst, it's going to be the game of the week on somebody's 4 o'clock. So you can pick at least 4 of these. And probably a couple of more than that. But let's start it. So they beating Washington?
Yeah.
All right. They beating the Eagles?
Probably. I would say no, but you know,
Uh-huh.
they the crib, so there's that.
Are they beating the Atlanta Falcons?
Badly, yes.
You think it's gonna be bad? Well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
do.
I gotta think about the quarterback situation because I'm still highly impressed with the Atlanta Falcons all season. I don't care what nobody say. But
Yeah,
there's the quarterback question. So okay, the Chargers.
I say yes for now. I'll be on the positive side for the Jets. I'll
I
give you
don't know.
3-1 so far.
They said I don't know. They said Charlie Joyner and West Chandler come out of retirement, bro.
Looking good, looking good. John Jefferson, where are you?
This one right here, though. Woo! If this got to be a night game, man.
Got to be.
It's got to be a night game. Mahomes against Aaron Rodgers in his new digs. What you think about that?
I'm gonna go Kansas City on that one.
All
So
right.
that's 2 L's.
All right. What about D'Amico Ryans' Texans?
Catch them 2025 or something.
Tua and the Miami Dolphins.
We can just say we can just say give them 2 L's. Let's say they have 2 L's in the division. Because
Two L's in the division. You mean total?
Yeah, total. Let's say go 4-2 in the division. Just to keep it.
So they could split.
That's 4. Yeah.
They could split with Miami, possibly.
Right.
All right. You got the Patriots. I don't know why I feel like the Patriots really. I'm sorry, B. I feel like they really gonna fall this year. This is how I feel. I think they're gonna finish on the bottom of the division. Okay, they're not beating the Dallas Cowboys, so we can move on there. What do you think? What do you think about that game? Let's be honest. It's a toss up, though.
Yes, toss up.
Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys, and Jets ain't gonna be
we'll give them the W for the moment.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Another game, the Battle of New York. Very interesting game right here.
That'll be fun, actually. That should be a fun game. Let's say, you said snow.
Can I get snow? You know,
that would be lovely.
Russell Wilson's horses.
Oh man. I mean, it's okay. So Jets. Oh man. Let's say the Browns.
The Raiders.
Yeah, that's the Jets.
That's the Jets. And then we already talked about. So do you think, let me put it to you this way. Buffalo, do you think we were talking about splits. Do you think that's a split? Or you just think that Buffalo, that's going to be too much for them both times they play?
Oh, no, I consider it Buffalo split, Miami a split, and then them beating the Patriots twice.
Yeah, okay. You're right. So I see some 11 wins and 12 wins in the country.
Yeah, that's 11-6 right there.
Indeed.
Obviously, we don't know.
Hollering for them Giants, bro. He's gonna let you know that one pick, you can get that wrong. So I'm saying so.
Ed already said number 2 in NFC quarterback. So
indeed.
It's
gonna be very interesting, man. It's gonna be very interesting. Let's jump over here real quick. I know you're not heavily invested in the draft, right? I know that's not your thing. All right. So, and I get it, and it's not everybody's thing. And over the years, it is kind of taking a step back to what it used to be. When people nice to get all excited. I just got one of those memories popped up on Facebook, something I posted years ago. It's probably one of the last times I was actually overly excited about it when we drafted Dez Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
One of my posts popped up and how overjoyed and happy that I was. And I still enjoy the draft, being a big college football fan, but it's just not the same as it was. There's a lot of things on. But I do want to say, for the little bit that you may have paid attention to, your boys. First of all, I think there's some mob ties in there somewhere. There is no way. There is no way Roseman and these cats should be able to pull off the moves that they pull off. Like, I need a backstory. I need a story to come out ESPN 30 for 30 later on. Something ain't right. Because what you guys are doing are flat out disrespectful. Caesar had posted the Cowboy fans crying already in a post. It ain't about crying. This is just about real. This is about real. Did you happen to see the video with Michael Parsons, his reaction when y'all took Jalen Carter?
I didn't. I didn't see it.
Bro was hurt about that thing. He was mad. He was just like, you got to be kidding me. Because he know y'all got a dog. Well, y'all did get a dog. He's from Georgia. But I mean, you guys got a dog. Like the rich got richer. That filthy defensive line that y'all got. Y'all ain't need to do all that, bro. I'm putting out an investigation on y'all, man.
I understand. I mean, we maybe are losing a couple on the defensive line, but we had to come back with some dogs and some teammates. Jordan Davis's teammates up front and at the linebacker spot as well. Three of them things, bro. Three of them. I saw you post that Philadelphia Bulldogs logo. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you can't be mad, bro. I mean, you can. I can understand.
Yeah,
but
I can't.
When I say you, I mean me.
Yeah, I'm mad about that thing, man. I need to get to the bottom. I'm putting cases on all y'all when I figure this out. This is flat out disrespectful. And then you end up making a move to get DeAndre Swift, which in the group, I saw a lot of more negative comments than positive because they talk about the injury history, which is valid. It's definitely valid. But you seem to forget Philly they run that stack of running backs. They're gonna ask this man to carry the football 25 times a game every week. I think people forget that. And I'm hearing people,
I don't care about none of them people who's talking. I don't care about none of that stuff that people was talking. I love Swift, yo. I love Swift.
For what you guys do.
Right, exactly.
Perfect. I think people comment sometimes and they don't think about the big picture. I can understand if it was, decided that you guys bring him in and he's going to carry the football. You guys are a pounding offense and he's going to get a guy to football 25 times a game every week. Y'all got backs, bro. Y'all got a stable. But that passing game out of that backfield going to be filthy.
It's a lot going on, bro. It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. We ain't trying to beat them, go to the Super Bowl and don't make the playoffs the next season type squads. We ain't trying to go that route. We're trying to get back and actually get a dub. Trying to get a dub.
Oh, I guess you're going to do that. Carter had some concern. He didn't. Well, the real concern he had was real. This is just the accident situation. I mean, we don't want to downplay, it not being a serious when you talk about people in people's lives potentially. But right. I mean, how many teams do you think was, especially in today's day and age, was going to really not take a chance? He was going to be gone in that first round regardless. And I thought if he got past y'all, I was pretty confident. I said, he's going to end up in Seattle. Somebody who needs a dog on that D line is going to grab him. But you guys made that move. But what I do want to mention, though, I'm going to bring this up. As you saw on my as you saw in the comment I made, I'm glad y'all didn't get Bijan Robinson. All right. Because I can imagine people are down. And our guy, especially Jay Holler, I got love for my brother, but we got different opinions on this one. He called, well, he's soft, and look what he did against big competition. Are we going to really judge a running back on an overall scale of what they did when they played, SEC teams and all that, not to take a lot of other things into consideration? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It might be a great old line, but it might not have matched up against an SEC. You see what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Measurables are measurables. I don't take it just because a guy played at a certain school. That should be the end all be all to say he's not tough because he only faced this type of competition. You see what I'm saying? There's other things that they look at. So I'm all in on Bijan Robinson. I'm just glad he ain't wearing that green. I won't try to deal with that.
I understand. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I like the decision that was made as far as the pick, and I'm glad he didn't drop to the Eagles because who knows what would happen at that point. But I'm good with Carter, and I'm good with the Swift pickup as well.
Go back to Andre. I understand you, Andre. You always worry about injuries and injury history. I will add though with the Eagles, it's a different type of offense too. I don't mean the man can't get hurt, but it's a different type of offense. They're going to use him more to his strengths, whereas the Lions use the more just as okay, he's a running back on the roster.
Yep.
So I think he's going to be fine. I mean, will he mess around and be hurt in week 5? I don't know. But for what they do in that type of offense, it could be a problem. We should be, Andre, we should be worried. We can't stop the run and save our life. We do everything else. We should be worried. I'm telling you. So
Ain't nothing to worry about, Andre. Don't you worry about a thing. You good.
Yeah, Bijan is a baller. I no doubt. No doubt about it. I don't care where he played football at. He is a baller. There's a reason that they moved up, and there was a couple other teams that we found out that were actually looking at him. But Bijan, I think for what they're building in Atlanta, I really love it. So I think Bijan's going to ball out. He stays healthy. Put away the whole thing about teams are not willing to invest in running backs anymore. Zeke spoiled everything. Of course, it's on rookie contracts, but still, teams not drafting running backs in the top 10 and stuff no more. That went away real quick because we saw, 2 go in the top, 15 picks, I think it was. So one of them was kind of high. Only other thing I got pretty much on the draft, man. I gotta just give me a quick second, bro. I gotta speak to my brother-in-law here because I gotta put some people in check. I gotta put some people in check, right? First of all, I do want to say this to you though. Y'all won't slick though, because I know for a fact why y'all really jumped up in that mix. And y'all took Carter because y'all had the luxury of taking Carter, but y'all was going after Bijan too. Y'all was going after Bijan for Atlanta, got that thing done, right? Just want to put it out there. Y'all trying to do us like the whole Dallas Goddard situation. I ain't forgot that. But anyway, let's move on. The Dallas Cowboys. Let me talk to Cowboy Nation real quick, man. Because we got to be one of the most cryingest fan bases I've seen in my life. Like we all got GM hats, bro. So this thing started when we drafted Mozzie Smith from Michigan, right? It started when we drafted Mozzie Smith. And I do understand why some of the experts love him. Some say he needs some work. But it was a horrible pick by a lot of Cowboys standards, right, initially. We could have got him in the second round. We could have got him. Well, since if you picking at 26, you kind of picking in the second round, especially if you don't have another pick for another 20-some-odd picks. Sometimes you have to make that move. I need Cowboy Nation to step up and understand something. We can be wrong. I will be a man right here on this here show and admit I was somewhat wrong last year. My cousin, one of our guys, Jay Huntley, told me, because I was sitting there crying about the whole Tyler Smith pick and all the baggage that came with him about the penalties and the study habits and all. He got a tendency to quit on you. And I'm like, man, we got these other players sitting right here and we taking this dude. at this pick? And Jay said, we don't know. We don't know, man. Tyler Smith, man, we don't know. I said, man, I do know. I know that we could have done something else. I was wrong because I think every real Cowboy fan who really knows the game would probably admit, all things considered, Tyler Smith had a really good rookie season, bro. They asked him to do a whole lot. He had to shift positions. They brought him in to replace, the OG, who can't stay on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he played really well being shifted around. So we don't know. We need a run stopper. We need to try to find some way to plug that middle. I heard a lot, but we gave Hankins that money. And we got Hankins and we got Bohanna back and when we got Odigizua. Yeah, we had those guys, and I love them. We're not stopping the run. But one thing about Hankins that y'all hollering about, he's 31 years old. Y'all need to remember that. And we signed him on a 1-year deal. What are you guys not getting? Dude ain't 27, 20. He's 31 years old on a 1-year deal. You got to start trying to play somebody at some time because chances are he's not going to be a Dallas Cowboy next year. He might even be in the league next year. We don't know. So I just need y'all to calm down. Number 2, real quick. I see these people out here crying about the Cowboys taking a tight end so early. Well, yes. First of all, yes, they were going to draft Dalton Kincaid. Believe me when I tell you. And that's why Buffalo jumped down in front of the Dallas Cowboys to take Dalton Kincaid. Why do I bring that up? Was I just not telling Cowboy Nation about a month or so ago that you guys were so sure that we could replace Dalton Schultz just so easy? Ferguson and Hendershot, they might be fine. They're young guys. They might be okay. But clearly the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff got some concerns because they went right out in the next round and got a tight end, Luke Schoonemaker, another Michigan boy. If these guys didn't know the game and felt the way you guys felt, there's no way they taking a tight end that early. Now, I will say it does have some positives to it because he's a good blocker, evidently, and I can actually see in McCarthy's scheme that they want to possibly they might even put him in the backfield sometime to block because McCarthy claims he wants to get back to running the football. But Cowboy Nation, we need to calm down. Just calm down. We need offensive line. Yeah, we do. We do need some help on the offensive line. I'm hearing somebody there telling me we need a safety. What games are you watching? We got 3 very good safeties, right? Just calm down, man. Just calm down. I know we don't like Jerry Jones, but I don't like some of y'all thinking either. I just want to put that out there, man. These people are crazy. Crowd for everything source. You got it good in Philly, even though y'all crooks.
Ain't no such thing as halfway.
Yeah, if you don't go out, go all in. I agree with you, man. But yeah, man. That just was crazy. I saw Caesar hollering about us taking the tight end, but he's talking about the Packers taking 2 tight ends within 3 picks. Okay, that's what they wanted to do. Who is their tight end now? I mean, what's the philosophy? So you thought about Lewis? Huh? Is he still there? He's probably old as a mouth. But yeah, man, it's just this mess is crazy. But if you look at the Packers, what they're trying to do for Jordan Love, bro, it's crazy because they drafted 2 wide receivers last year. This draft, they drafted 2 tight ends and I think a total of 3 wide receivers. Definitely 2. I think it was 3. Man, they're gonna have the youngest receiving core in the history of the league. And Jordan Love when did Jordan Love come in? 2020? I think it was 2020.
25. Yeah.
They're going to have the youngest receiving core in the league. I like to know just how those numbers stack up. Like, is it the youngest ever? Like, I don't know. That's crazy. I just thought that was interesting. So, the Cowboy fans, shut up, man. Shut up. Anyway, hilarious. So I just wanted to put that out there. Let's talk some basketball, man. You ready for that?
Yes, sir. Are you ready for it?
Am I ready for it? I'm definitely ready for
Your
it.
shirt,
Did you get
your
a chance
shirt
to see
said,
that? Did you get a chance to see that Suns and Nuggets game yesterday?
to be honest, I don't even know who won at this moment. I have no idea who won it.
Oh, so you don't know who won the game?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Nuggets beat the brakes off the Suns yesterday. Beat the brakes off.
Word? Beat
Yeah,
the
it was.
brakes off?
It was. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It could have been worse than it actually was. Phoenix just looks a touch slow last night. Nuggets were getting contributions from cats everywhere. Gordon was getting money. Murray was looking like Bubble Murray out there last night. Putting that three
Okay.
down. I forget what he ended up with last night. 34 points, I think. But he was getting busy. I think he hit like 6 threes. But last night they just looked slow. It's the Suns, so they're gonna really have to pick it up, man.
I said they're getting out of them. I said we ain't got time to play with these people. They talking down on our name anyway. As a number one seed, they talking down on our name. So they came out the gate swinging. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I wasn't really. Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't invested in game one of that series. Yeah, it should be a good
What's the
series.
name?
We should see 6 or 7 games. So
What'd you say?
I said we should end up seeing 6 or 7 games. So
You know what? Give me 7. Just give me 7. That's what I need. What about your boys, man? I mean, y'all sitting around, waiting, but boys beat them people by 40 points the other night. Disrespectful, man. What up with them Lakers, man?
ain't nothing, man. Just chilling. Just hanging out. Passing the time. That's all. Ain't nothing going on in LA, bro. Just trying to make it do what it do, baby. Shout out to Dylan Brooks, though. Uh, yeah, nah. Well, how you talk reckless and then okay, look, mental health issues are real. I guarantee within the next 2 weeks there will be a Dylan Brooks mental health statement of some type. It's coming. It's coming. Watch what I tell you. It's coming. It's coming.
I mean, when they kept showing his face and these clips they kept showing, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I actually wouldn't doubt it, man. The dude got some type of issues, man. But got Jay out here reciting. You got LeBron out here reciting Jay lyrics on him. You know what I'm saying?
Memphis people are very upset though, bro. They are very upset. They in my comments. I've seen like other just videos where people have just been coming Memphis fans. I think they're just bitter. I think they're just bitter because they were a 2 seed and they felt so good about themselves, and now they're at the crib, straight like that, straight like that.
Man, was y'all bench really over there to whip that trick, man?
I love it. Get them.
And I heard he was playing in the locker room too. Whip that trick. Yeah, so
Oh man.
they got some Memphis got some serious self-evaluating to do.
Hey, I heard that Dylan Brooks on the outs. What you think? You think he gonna be there next year?
I don't care.
The funny part is, I did see that Brooks said that he blamed the media for hyping stuff up. I'm like, dog, you walk around with a vest on with no shirt, some shades, talking reckless, and you gonna try to blame the media for your actions, for your bravado. I, you at least got to be like top 3 on your squad value wise to be talking crazy. This dude talking crazy as just a rando. How you gonna be a rando and talk crazy? That's why there was no need for LeBron to even respond. Although I could have understood if he did, but you know, a wise man told me not to argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who. Trying to get that man some clout. Nah, man. Nah. He
Now
needs
that's
to
the
hit the
jump they
crib.
should have said something about halfway crooks. That's the joint they should have said something about that right there. Yeah, no doubt. What made it great for y'all, what I noticed, man, this series, especially the last couple of games, was
Talk about it.
even though they was talking all the stuff about Braun,
Hmm.
is the man just, he played his position, chose his spots, was super effective, but let other folks get busy. Your boy D'Lo come out there with a playoff high the other day. What was that? 31 points, I believe.
He got busy out the gate
Yeah,
too. Out the gate, he was aggressive and he knocked down a couple shots, so he was feeling good.
you got to feel good when you can beat somebody by 40. And Anthony Davis only had to score 16.
And he still dominated.
Yeah.
He dominated on the defensive end.
Right.
Man, people, I'm not even gonna get into the whole Anthony Davis thing because I won't act like I wasn't tired of the man, not being able to play. I get it. You see something, and it's not even like he's not available. It's like he just gets hurt a lot. It's like a lot. It's not necessarily, uh, huge injury. It's just he gets nicked up a lot. It's a lot. I get it. I don't know about Mr. Glass, but I get it. However, when that man is healthy, down that defensive end, he is a problem, as you just saw.
Brooks said you had to put up 40 on me for the respect you. Hey, Keys, what if you get beat by 40? Is that the same thing?
What if you get 22 and 20? Is that the same? How you want this 40 exactly?
Let me know. You ask me like somebody, how you want your change, man? You know what I'm saying?
I want it in all singles.
So we gonna find out today, man, who y'all gonna be facing. We got Game 7 today on a Sunday at 3:30. The Warriors and Kings go at it in Sacramento. We wanted 7 games. They gave us 7 games, man. Who gonna win this series?
All I know is I have never, ever been so disappointed in a Golden State Warriors squad. Well, this, with these pieces, with these main pieces, man, them people came out that joint looking crazy. How is Sacramento not even shooting well, but still up?
It's
How is
crazy.
Sabonis not getting buckets, but they still up? It ain't make no sense. Like, what are y'all doing? What could y'all possibly be doing in this basketball game that is allowing this team to be up at this point? Unless you look at it like what it might be. Sacramento, man for man, might once you get past the 2 or 3, Sacramento might be better. They might just be a better team. They might just be better. I am still of the idea that Golden State was going to win this thing in 6, and they went back to the crib where they are great after losing previously early on, I should say, on the road, which they have been terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But all they had to do was go back to the crib and finish them people. But no, I mean it's very frustrating if you're a Golden State fan. I can imagine.
It is. It is. So who gonna take it?
If I had to put money on that, if I had to put money on it right now today, I would take Sacramento by double digits.
You got to put money on it today because the game is today.
Yeah, yeah. But I ain't really got to put money on it because I said it was Golden State in 6, so I'm already wrong. But if just walking into this thing today, Sacramento by double digits, boy, something happened. All it's gonna take is something to go not right in that second, third quarter, and Sacramento goes on a run. Then it's gonna be like the boys got enough of a beating, and it's gonna be over. I hate to say it about Sacramento, perennial champs, reigning champs, but man, it's tough.
Somebody winning in triple overtime. Next game. Got a big one brewing today at 1:00. The big one brewing today at 1:00 as the Miami Heat take on the New York Knicks for the sixth time in their playoff history. It's the first time they will have met since 2012. Jalen Brunson has been that guy for New York, but playoff Jimmy has been something crazy for the Miami Heat, man. What you think about this series?
All I want to know is Jeff Van Gundy coming to the game. That's all I want to know. Is Jeff Van Gundy going to be there on somebody's ankles? That's all I really want to know. Everything else is trivial compared to that. I need to know.
What was that? The 98, the 98 season. That's why Jeff Van Gundy is like my favorite basketball coach of all time, man. Like, because Jeff went out there, like Jeff sacrificed a whole lot for New York. Because remember when Jeff got to New York, right? Remember when Jeff got to New York, he had hair. You know what I'm saying? All that was filled in and everything. And then then he went through so much with the Knicks that he didn't have hair no more, right? By the time he left, or just on the sides, right? But yeah, that was legendary, man. That was 1998, and we saw your boy Larry Johnson and Zoe get into it. Right at the end of the game, man, former Charlotte teammates, which is crazy. So evidently, I don't think they liked each other too much when they played together. Or maybe it was just the heat of the rivalry, man. But yeah, Zoe and Larry Johnson out here throwing punches. Ain't nobody hitting nothing, right? Two big dudes. But that was absolutely crazy. And Jeff Van Gundy holding on to, but they're like, and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about this. Charles Oakley, known as the enforcer in the league, was actually trying to break everything up. You know what I'm saying? He the one that pulled Van Gundy from the bottom of the pile.
He said, "We supposed to be brothers."
Come on, man. Yeah, man. But you bringing up a lot of heat, and we just talking about just Miami Heat like this. The rivalry maybe it's about to really be renewed, or at least for this season, because you got two very, very good teams going at it, man. But you bring it up, just bringing up so many memories. I don't know what we're gonna get today, but I think about. So you remember there was like a 3-year span. So I think 97, the Heat won and beat the Knicks in the playoffs. We have 98. You got the infamous moment that we just talked about with Jeff Van Gundy and the Knicks, which was crazy because the game was essentially over at that point. The Knicks, I think, were up by 5 with like 3 seconds left when the melee took place. Knicks won that. And then we have the great one, the great one, the hanging, the running jumper that just hung on the rim for, I don't know, 2 seconds. I don't know how long it was up there. But Allen Houston in 99. And that was, I believe, was a 5-game series because it was the first round. And remember, the NBA didn't go to 7 games, I think, to like 2003.
Yeah, 3, 4.
Yeah, so that was the year they went. But a lot of history between these teams, man. But it's got the potential, the way these teams have both been playing in the first round, to be that type of series. Hopefully more so just on the court, and we don't have no off-the-court type stuff popping off. We have to stop the clock and folks swing on each other. But I think it's really good. So the big question is the Knicks. How are the Knicks going to stop Jimmy Butler, who's been unconscious? I want to know if Jimmy Butler been drug tested first. I need to know.
Fair question. Just doing this for a minute. He's been this dude in the playoffs, especially when he's the man, unquestioned, I should say. It's gonna be fun. If nothing else, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Because when you think Heat and Knicks, you don't necessarily think excitement. Like, that's not the first thing that comes to your mind. But with these guys, I think we might be on one. I think we might be on one.
Yeah, I just got the notification from my guy Ian Begley. Says that somebody posted about Randall being out for game one just now. And I think we pretty much had figured that. But Ian Begley is saying that both Josh Hart and Obi Toppin are starting today. So that tells with Josh Hart starting, that tells me that maybe Grimes is either not playing, and if he is going to play, that he may not. They'll be checking his minutes. He may not play. Grimes didn't play in the last couple, the last few games, the last series.
Yeah.
On that. But to stop Jimmy Butler, I think that's what it's going to take. Josh Hart did an admirable job on Donovan Mitchell. And I posted in the group, I was like, don't just talk about what Donovan Mitchell didn't do. Let's talk about what Josh Hart did to him, especially last Sunday. The last two games, actually. He was going to play anyway. The Knicks had brought him off the bench. He's a starter, but he bring him off the bench. Give him that second spark, but he started in place of Grimes each of the last two games. And he's done an admirable job. So I think that's a body for sure you're going to be able to put on Butler to at least try to slow him down. RJ will have his times to try to slow him down. And they can get Grimes back because Grimes is actually a pretty okay defender. Sometimes during this series, they have three good bodies. They can attempt to keep Jimmy from going from 40. But we're going to see.
What? I was about to say, Mitchell Robinson played well the last game, right?
Last game, yeah. People talking about he in the ride, and I ain't going that far. But he played very well last game.
Yeah. I was going to ask you how you felt about his contributions, and did you trust him?
I feel good about his contributions, especially the last couple of games, especially the last game. But Mitchell Robinson, just Mitchell Robinson. He's been able to stay the second half of the season. He's been able to stay a little more healthy than he's used to staying healthy. But him down there, I'd like to see what Miami's going to attempt to do to him, right? Because I think for what they have, I think he can hold his own around the rim. He's very good rebounding. I think the second chance opportunities, those rebounds, I think he'll be able to actually probably close to dominate against Miami. I really do in this one. So I think he's fine. I expect him to give us everything that he gave us the last game. But if he can stay out of foul trouble, he's going to block some shots at the basket. He's going to bring the boards down. So I think he'll be fine. But he definitely has to play well in this series for us to win.
Word. Okay. Well, I'm not mad at that, Prime. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, so is it even a point of asking you who you got? Who you got game one? How about that?
Game one?
I'll
just stick with us. We know we're gonna be down. I mean, they down a couple of people. They've been dealing with it for a few games now. Looks like we're gonna be down probably at least one, maybe a couple of people. We've shown that we can play well, without Julius Randle, either when he's been hurt or definitely when he's been on the bench. Right? We saw that the last couple of games, and they still found a way to light it up. So, no, I'm gonna get us taking game one. I hope. The regular season don't mean anything, but we did win 3 out of 4 during the regular season. So that is definitely going to be something to watch in this one to see if anything carries over. Of the 4 games that we played them this year, though, all of the games were decided by less than 10 points, and 2 of the games were actually decided, including the last time we played them, was by 2 points. So very entertaining series. But and of course, yeah, I'm picking us to win it. I'm gonna say Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. Wow. So Jimmy is not gonna be Jimmy, or y'all gonna?
Oh, Jimmy's gonna beat Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna beat Jimmy. I'm sure that one of these losses, or maybe a win, Jimmy gonna go for 45. At least one of them. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what goes down in this one. What's the trip part about it was I'd be feeling really good normally because I'd say, well, shoot, Oladipo gone, Tyler Hero gone. Man, them people be hitting threes like crazy without him.
Man, what?
Without him.
I didn't even know Gabe Vincent could actually do anything on the basketball court.
Yep.
Who knew?
Yeah, they coming at you. They come out there with Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, Kevin Love. I think they shot like 40, almost 45% for the series against Milwaukee. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So, in one place you're gonna get us our perimeter defense. Sometimes we struggle a little bit there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Knicks in 6, and I'm gonna pray on it.
Knicks in 6. I like it because it rhymes.
Orange and blue skies, baby. What do you think about the Celtics and the Sixers?
I think that is where is Joel Embiid? Can
They
somebody
say he's probably not gonna play game 1.
Yeah, man. That's not a good look, bro. That's not a good look. Like I expected, and of course I say I expect a dragon in game 1. Um, but Maxie might decide to show up, you know. Tobias might decide to show up. Either way, I'm I'm heavy on the Celtics. I don't really believe in the Sixers for real, to be honest with you. Like when it comes down to it, but I don't want to discount them completely because this could be the year. This could be the year where they show up a little different. But I don't have too much belief in the Sixers, so I'm gonna be respectful and say Celtics in 6. But if it was Celtics in 5, hey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with Boston just off the fact that it is Embiid. And I saw something last night. They said that it could be a little bit more serious than they thought it was going to be. So does that lead to him not playing or not being 100% in game 2? So
Right, exactly.
when they get to that point, then what happens in game 3? So, so yeah, I'm gonna ride with Boston as well. I feel like it's 6 games. I'm gonna say 6, but I feel like it could easily be 5. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. That's it for the playoffs. We got a couple of quick things before we get out of here. So we want to show some love and respect. First of all, I'm pretty sure you saw this. What Nike out here doing for the Houston Comets.
Actually, I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen this?
Mm-mm.
Nike is honoring the Houston Comets with the Air Force One 4-piece. The great, a lot of people will realize, will recognize as maybe the greatest WNBA team ever, definitely the most historical. Won the first 4 WNBA championships. That crazy lineup, especially with Swoops and Cynthia Cooper, who some people actually regard as the best player to ever play WNBA Jordan to some people. Shout out, rest in peace, Kim Parrott. I forgot how you pronounce it. Kim Perot. Yep. Tina Thompson. Was on some of those squads. So I think this is dope, though. Look at their color scheme, man. And I know it's just basic red, white, and blue. But what's dope about them, look at the heel part of the shoe. Got 97, 98, 99, and 2000. Years. Yeah, that's fire.
That's dope. I had no idea. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Love to see it. You love to see it. I don't know if you saw, or maybe you might bring it up. Who knows? Did you know that wifey didn't have a locker her whole career?
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't had a locker her whole career?
Yeah, we discussed that several times over the years. That all that she's done for the league, you would think at some point they'd find a way to get these women some lockers. But no, that was dope. Right. What she posted on social media, man.
Yeah.
That facility is crazy in itself. The facility, the Vegas joint, is crazy in itself. I see all the teammates on the squad. A lot of them been posting pictures the last couple of days of them entering the facility, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna get into a WNBA rant. So yes, I think that's dope. That's fire though. That's fire.
Yeah. Other thing that I want to bring up real quick, which is be our last topic, unless you have something that you want to mention. And of course, you already know about this. I do believe I was one of the first people to actually bring this up before they announced there was ever going to be a visit. This right here. Problem. Haley Van Lith is headed to LSU with Kim Mulkey and Angel Reese and Flage, or Floje, as we should call her. And people got to understand something. I know some people might have only seen her play once or twice, during the the tournament. I've seen her a few more times than that. This is a problem. This is a problem right here. And you bringing somebody over here who brings just as much attitude and intensity to the game as the players that are already there. Yeah. Kim got a squad for real next year.
Man, I see that there's 50-50 on the title going to either LSU or UConn right now as far as the betting odds after this move. That's crazy.
They should both hands down be the number 1 and number 2 teams in the preseason poll. It's not even close. Not gonna get deep into it, but if I was sitting there thinking, I would think maybe I would even have to start the season. I probably would have Don Staley's squad maybe number 5 to start the season.
I was gonna say how far down would
about 5.
South Carolina be?
Yeah. But yeah, these two of them in UConn right here, without a doubt. And then if you wanted something that could possibly tilt the odds to one team's favor. A lot of people don't know this name, but I'm telling you right now, Anisha Morrow. 3rd team All-American from DePaul. Guess what she's visiting this weekend?
Oh, she's in the portal?
Yeah.
You're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me she's visiting LSU.
She's visiting LSU. 26 points a game, 12 rebounds a game at the forward position. If she goes there, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Problem.
Dogs.
It's already a problem. It's gonna be even bigger.
That's who Kim Mulkey, that's who Kim Mulkey was on the phone with when she was sitting in the chair with her feet up and dude came in filming. You saw that?
Nah, I ain't see that.
Oh man, she had on some flip-flops. She was leaned back as soon as the Haley Van Lith information came out. She was chilling and she was looking at her phone. She had her glasses on, looking at her phone, and she was like, I don't know how to work this phone. And the dude was like, hyping it up because they had just sealed it. He was like, yeah, I just got a recruit, and I was just on the phone with a recruit coming for a visit. I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I've been Anisha Morrow. I'm telling you, get to know that name. She's gonna be playing somewhere. Just put her name in the portal. But she is visiting LSU this weekend. So I'm just telling you. Now think about this: a team that's already one of the best rebounding teams in the entire country.
Right.
You bringing in Anisha Morrow, who's averaging 12 rebounds a game by herself. And can shoot. That's the thing. She can shoot too. I'm trying to tell you, if you add it, she can shoot. She can pull it.
That's the thing. Get some shooters down at LSU. How you gonna be ranked number 1? Like, oh, man, it's gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna be a problem. I think they was talking crazy before, but they're gonna be talking real reckless now.
Y'all ain't gonna like that. Y'all ain't gonna like that.
Reckless.
And that's all I got on sports. One thing I wanted to mention, man, is, and I know I saw you commented on, somebody posted snowfall post about the people who were supposed to do the show. Yeah. Right. So we supposed to have Lauren London and D. Ray Davis, who was actually on the show. Right. But supposedly they were supposed to be Jerome and Louis.
Yeah.
Right. And all of us glad that it didn't happen.
Absolutely.
all of us are definitely glad that that did not happen. So, but I do remember a post. I was telling Arvin the other day. I was like, I remember John Singleton or somebody posted that back before the series came out, and that they were going to be in it, and those were supposedly the. I don't know if he said that those were supposedly the characters. I'm pretty sure he did say that, but yeah, I remember that back before Snowfall even hit, when the series got greenlit, and they were still doing the casting.
Wow. Yeah, I don't remember that, but I'm glad it didn't happen. I mean, Deep does a great job in most of the roles that he gets, but they're not the primary role. And Lauren London, I like her, but not in that role at all. Like,
Well, let me ask you about these two. One of them is super big. Did you know that Malcolm Mays was originally Leon? You know who Malcolm Mays is, right?
Malcolm Mays?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
All right, so Malcolm Mays, I should have had the picture up. Malcolm Mays ended up on Snowfall. Do you remember earlier season 1 and 2, Kevin?
Yeah.
The homie.
Yeah.
Lulu from Raising Kanan. Same guy that played Lulu on Raising Kanan.
I did not. So he was supposed to be.
He's supposed to be Leon.
Yeah.
He was originally Leon. And if you remember early in the show, they were a lot of people not gonna remember Kevin right offhand, but remember he was a homeboy. He was close with both Franklin and Leon.
Yeah.
And remember, and his cousin got killed, and the other guy got killed, and he wanted to go wage war, thinking on the Latinos, whatever. And Franklin had to calm it down. Of course, Franklin had to put it.
Shoot him in the back. Yes.
Yeah. He was originally Leon.
Wow.
And I give you the big one that I saw, and I've seen. So, and I haven't 100% confirmed this, but one of the places I saw this actually kind of it put out some good stuff. I saw something the other day where they were saying that Jill Scott, they wanted Jill Scott to be Sissy.
Yeah, I did see that.
I could see that. I could see. We've seen Jill play from the highest of the highs and the lowest. So she can play some characters. I could see her playing that role, not just because I love Jill Scott. Right. That's one casting I could have seen.
Yeah, I said, but I'm glad it wasn't her. I don't think there's any character that I can think of off the top of my head that I would replace.
I don't see nothing about I would replace on that show either. But like I say, just out of all of the moves they were supposedly talking about making, I don't think. I think the Jill Scott thing is the one that I say that I think would have been good if it would have happened. I don't think anybody would have argued, but I think she'd have played that part.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that's all I got. You got anything for the people?
Nah, man. I'm suspended again as of last night, so I had to go to the backup to do it live this morning. But so I'm down for a week on the main joint. It's all good though. At least I have a backup that I was gifted with a couple thousand followers, so I can still go live on that joint. It's not the same, but it's better than nothing.
I hear that. Well, no doubt. We appreciate y'all checking us out. Enjoyed the NBA today. Hopefully, I will tip off 20 minutes from now, so we shall see what goes down. But we catch y'all next time, y'all. We out.
Peace.